25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was taken down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown.
The 28-yard line.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lindsay. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, he'll air this. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy 51 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
So that one will be accepted. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Titans nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
first down. Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Kaepernick going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's got his tight end, Fant, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Kaepernick to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Tannehill. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
25 yards that time. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This is the tight end fan. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Flush to his right. A little check down to Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Joe Mixon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
2 yards. And
now it's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 11.
To throw, Kaepernick. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wild card game. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run by Lindsey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The tackle made by Jay.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
I got you, boy. 55, my God, 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He'll let this go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Tannehill's pass.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And
you can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. To throw is Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Evans. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Darrington Evans. 8 yards on the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Tannehill.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 47-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Jerry Jeudy.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Take over first and
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside.
Tannehill's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The 34-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Titans first down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
12. First down, Titans.
On first down, Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
21.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
To Philip Lindsay.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 33, Titans 21. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember Coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Kaepernick now to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to – it got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kaepernick looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative games? They have to lose games like